Hello and welcome to the DentisTV episode filmed at the Dentistry Show 2012. We're here at the NEC in Birmingham and I'm going to be interviewing speakers, exhibitors and delegates. I hope you enjoy the show. We've got Diane Cox, who is a speaker in the dental nursing program. She is a dental nurse, a treatment coordinator and a dental nurse trainer, a lot of things. Diane, tell me a little bit about what you're going to be speaking about in the program today.
We at Absolute Dental Training run a variety of courses aimed at all aspects of the dental team. And the element I'm talking about in particular today is an intensive training course for dental nurses, which we sort of call Dental Nurse Boot Camp. We sometimes find that dental nurses are sort of thrown in at the deep end and expected to sink or swim, and we find them sinking a lot and sort of falling out of the profession. So at boot camp we sort of give them the essential skills that they need to be able to enter the profession with enough knowledge to feel like a valuable member of the team.
Okay, and so boot camps are usually a bit dirty, a bit muddy and a bit painful. I'm sure your course isn't that.
Nothing like that at all, nothing like that. The students come to us, they spend about 5 days with us, so it's sort of a residential course, but we cover all the aspects of their basic training that they need. No mud involved at all.
In terms of training and dental nursing and their career paths, what advice would you give dental nurses who'd be watching this and who are wondering whether they shouldn't expand or look for new horizons within dentistry?
Yeah, I love my role as a dental nurse. I've expanded it to become a treatment coordinator and a dental nurse trainer. When I do train dental nurses and I ask them for their aspirations, I get a lot of dental nurses saying that they just want to become a dental nurse so they can go on and become a hygienist. But I'm always, what's wrong with being the best dental nurse that you can possibly be? So I really sort of fly the flag for dental nurses. I want them to be motivated and be the very best that they can at what they're doing.
Yeah. And what do you most look forward to in your talk in terms of presenting it to your audience?
Hopefully motivation. Hopefully people become very, they have their role and they just do what they've got to do, doing the bare minimum. But hopefully I'm very enthusiastic and passionate about my role, and I hope that rubs off.
Fantastic, Diane. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Will Watts, who is a delegate who's decided to come to the Dentistry Show. Will, why did you decide to come up?
Well, mainly because it was to kind of meet loads of people, really. What I do at seminars at 38, kind of growing the business and building the presence, so it was really good to meet some of the people that I haven't actually met, although I know them on Facebook and Twitter and social media channels, so it was a really, really good opportunity for me to do that. Yeah,
and have you been to any interesting talks? Or
yeah, I went to Brendan's talk on social media. Again, as ever, he's made a lot of sense, and I've again picked up new tips that I didn't know before and stuff, so yeah, he's been the best one so far. Okay,
and have you seen anything interesting around the show that's caught your attention?
It's just the amount of people and suppliers and delegates that are here. I mean, it's a vast industry that I'm still quite new to, but you know, it's just seeing the amount and size and scope of range of people here is really good.
And so in terms of what you're trying to achieve, how helpful are conferences like the Dentistry Show?
They're a great way of kind of building or cementing relationships you've already got with people. So, you know, a lot of my stuff has been on social media already. So meeting all the followers, meeting the friends that I've made on social media, cementing those relationships in real life has been a massive bonus for me. And also, you know, people meeting the face behind seminars at 38, it's been really handy for that. So now that when I contact them or if I speak to them, they know who I am and all that kind of stuff. So it's good.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Do you want to tell me why you decided to exhibit at this year's show?
Well, we've always found that the quality of dentists that visit this show are high calibre, people that are interested in education and also interested in their practice in general. So we've always found that that type of client is in abundance at this show for us.
Okay, and what are you currently showcasing at the moment
this
year?
This year we have two of our top level packages, but we also have our latest LED light technology, so it's easy for the dentist to see, and great vision, and it's a great place for us to showcase, really.
Okay, and have you had a good day? Have you had lots of
It's been a lovely
feedback?
day, yeah, we've had lots of feedback, we've had many customers on the stand, and for us, a very worthwhile exhibition.
Right, and so for anyone who's watching this who's thinking about coming to exhibit at a dentistry show, would you recommend this to them, and why?
Absolutely. For us, it's a show of, as I said earlier, high calibre dentists who are interested in their industry. So for us, it's we're like-minded people. We're interested in dentistry ourselves, and it's great to be here.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Michael, what was your presentation about?
It was called Conservative Aesthetic Solutions for the Young Adult Patient.
Okay, and can you tell us a bit about a synopsis of the presentation?
Well, basically it dealt with the different treatment options that doctors have for younger patients that are more conservative, less aggressive, giving patients more options as they get older and more mature in terms of what they can do down the road.
Okay, and in terms of what people could have taken away with them after the talk, what were the main points you wanted to convey to the audience?
Well, I hope they took away that they have choices and their patients have choices, and some of those being that, while sometimes it's easier to jump right in and do something very aggressive for a patient, like say a crown or veneer, there are other things that are more conservative for patients, composite treatments like that allow the patient to make other choices when they get older, or if they damage some treatment or they have some issues with it.
Yeah, and how was your talk received? Did you have any interesting comments or questions?
Well, if attendance was any indication, it was pretty well received because of standing room only, and we had a lot of questions afterwards, about 20 minutes, so people seem pretty happy. That makes me happy.
What were some of the questions that came up that people wanted to know more about?
People asked about how I determine the different treatment options for patients, and basically I told them, it has to do with family. It's, if you look at, what would you do for your own, what would I do for my own children, my parents, my brothers? That makes it real simple for patients when people come in my practice that are the same age or the same demographic.
Yeah. So you practice over in the States,
right,
and basically you've based your presentation on what you've learned and what you do in your own practice. How did you incorporate your work into your presentation?
Well, I try to show cases that we've done, some of them recently as the day I got on the plane on Wednesday, some as far back as 10 years ago, and show how things have evolved over time in terms of materials have changed, so treatment choices have changed, but the basics of it haven't, and that's giving the patient the best result they can have with the least amount of treatment.
And what's your favorite material and technique for this minimally invasive approach?
Well, without a doubt, my favorite material is composite. I love to use it. I use it whenever I can. It's not always applicable in all cases, but in most cases it has some, if not many uses. So I try to show the doctors how they could take that material and use it in anywhere. We showed small little cases, we showed very complicated cases, and pretty much everything in between.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Leslie, tell me, why do you come to dental shows like the Dentistry Show?
I think they're just a perfect opportunity to network with people, see some familiar faces, and catch up with what everybody's doing and how business is going generally.
Yeah. And how have you found the show so far? Day one, what do you think?
Very interesting, quite busy. Lots of variances on all the stands, and the speaking is good too.
Yeah. Have you been to any particular talks that were quite interesting?
Yep. I went to listen to Tracy Stewart because I'm friends with Tracy, so I particularly wanted to listen to Tracy, and she had a very busy delegates.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you for watching Dentist TV, which has been filmed by the crew of JSP Media Group. For more episodes of Dentist TV, have a look on our YouTube channel.